got my first brand deal making videos when I turned 49. I filmed it in my living room, and the editing was as basic as it could be. This video breaks down the 4 skills you actually need to get paid as a creator over 40. That's it. Just 4 skills. And when you see how quickly you can pick each one up, you'll wonder why you waited this long to start. Most people over 40 who want to do this never start. Not because they can't learn the skills, but because they're focusing on the wrong problem entirely. I'll get to that in a bit. I'm Robbie, I'm 52, and I've made over $150,000 making videos for brands. And I've taught students over 40 how to do this as well. They're running legit creator businesses with nothing more than their phone and a laptop. So let me give you the complete list right now. 1. Camera. Your phone. Yes, the one that you're watching this video on right now. 2. Filming B-roll. A $15 tripod and natural light. 3. Editing. Inexpensive or free editing software. 4. Audio. A $30 shotgun mic that plugs directly into your phone. That's the entire tech stack for a working creator. People are making thousands of dollars a month with just those 4 things. I'm one of them. It's a heck of an ROI. But the creators using these tools aren't your typical YouTubers or influencers. They're a different kind of creator who's cashing in because they're old. In fact, the older, the better. I make UGC, user-generated content. And these are videos that brands post on their social media pages or as ads that you've seen on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The key to these videos is relatability and authenticity. And if you're over 40, there's a lot of demand for you to do this kind of work. Life insurance, menopause supplements, ED meds. They need people in that age range. Brands aren't going to hire a 25-year-old to make videos about menopause pills. But it's not just older people stuff. I've worked with brands like Ridge and Dropbox. Depending on the deal, I make between $200 to $500 for one video. The videos aren't supposed to look produced. They're supposed to feel raw and authentic, like your friend just picked up the phone and FaceTimed you about how excited they were to use this product. That's the job, and that's why your phone is the right tool. Brands understand that most people watching their ads are doing it during some downtime, like during their commute or when they're on the toilet. By filming with your phone, you're giving people content that's native to how they watch it. And credit if you're commuting while on the toilet. That's very much an Amtrak thing rather than your daily Waymo drive. It takes hard work to build a full or part-time career as a UGC creator, but it's possible and it's learnable. If you've ever figured out how to record an outgoing message on your answering machine or stopped your VCR clock from flashing 12, you can do this. You have the tech skills. So if UGC is sounding good to you, I do have a free guide for you. 15 brands who are actively paying creators over 40. The link to that is in the description below. Grab it now or get it when the video's done. It'll be there, just like me, staring into your living room and questioning your Disney Plus selections. But having the list doesn't make it any less intimidating. So let's walk through each skill one at a time. Stick with me, I will show you why none of them are as scary as they look. You don't need a film degree to understand that things like TV shows and movies and commercials are big productions. You've got large cameras, lenses, lights, and literally an army of gear. And even YouTube videos can look intimidating. This is what I film with. 2 lights, an $800 mirrorless camera, a $500 lens, and a $30 microphone. But filming UGC is simple. All you need is your phone. This is a big deal. Brands aren't looking for cinematic quality videos that they want to put on an IMAX screen. They want relatable and real. And real people use their phones to film everything from concerts to whatever they had for lunch today. You've been developing the necessary camera skills since you got your first phone. If you filmed your visit to Universal Studios or that time that John Cena showed up at your Starbucks, you have all of the qualifications necessary to film UGC videos. Here's what I do for a UGC talking head video. I put my phone on a tripod, I hit record, I say my lines, I hit stop. That's it. That's all the skill that's required. My first 2 paid UGC deals. 1 video for $100 and 4 videos for $1,200 were all filmed on a phone. The camera was never the problem. But once you've got your talking head shot, the brand is likely going to want you to film other things. And that is where most new creators freeze. One of the reasons you feel intimidated by the tech is that your eyeballs are flooded with complicated shots from Netflix and commercials. Heck, Prius commercials have a camera that swoops around like it's a Michael Bay movie. Like, come on, it's a Prius. I have a Prius, so I can get away with saying that. The shots you get instead of talking head is called B-roll. They're just as important as your talking head clips, but they don't have to be complicated. Here's how to think about it. B-roll is just putting the most interesting thing in the center of the frame. In my experience, 70% of UGC B-roll is putting your phone on a tripod, putting the product in front of the camera, and hitting record. If you film that in front of an open window that lets in sunlight and move the product around, you have the basics covered. For the remaining 30% of UGC B-roll, you're doing some kind of action. It's shots of you using the product or showing that the product lets you walk without pain or use your laptop faster. While it does take some time to set up these shots, the idea is the same. Place the most important thing in the center of the frame, in this case you, and hit record. Yes, a lot of other creators like myself do tracking shots and overhead shots, but that's the ceiling, not the floor. My students have landed brand deals where the brands don't need them to do any complicated shots. They just want the creator to show how they authentically use the product. Complicated and creative shots can be fun, but unnecessary if they don't serve the purpose of the video. And sometimes the simplest shots work best because they feel authentic and natural. That's why you see a lot of UGC that's just somebody filming in their car. The more you do the simple versions, the more your cinematic eye develops naturally. Complex shots come later if you want them. So you've got your talking head and your product shots. Now you need to put them all together. And the software that does that, it looks a lot scarier than it actually is. It's no wonder that editing intimidates people. I mean, look at all the tabs and windows that appear when you simply just open the program. Stock media, titles, transitions, effects, stickers. Does anyone know the difference between natural enhance and optical boost? Let me know in the comments below. To ease your worries, I'm gonna show you the first 12 seconds of a real video that I made for a client. And we'll add up how many of these tools I used in that video. And just a reminder, this is a real UGC video that I made for a client who paid me $200. Check it out. Have you seen how expensive dog food is getting? This is Kita. She just turned 5, and I started thinking she's got another 10 to 12 good years left. I want those years to count. We've looked into moving her off dry dog food, but all of that real dog food is real expensive. Look at that. 12 seconds, and none of those tools were used. UGC editing is basically just cuts. Here's what that looks like. You find your clip, you drag it into the timeline. Then you find the section you want to keep, and then you cut it. One click, one keyboard shortcut, and then you just keep doing that. That is UGC editing. Brands want natural and unpolished. In the creative briefs that they send you, they will literally tell you to not use filters or fancy transitions in your edit. Using transitions and filters reminds people that they're watching a video that's been edited, and that is not the goal. What you're selling to brands is your age and your personality. Your editing chops don't matter. In fact, there are some UGC deals where brands don't need you to edit at all. You film the footage, send the raw clips to the brand, and they handle the editing. Even so, learning how to edit is essential to being a creator. It'll take some time, but knowing that you're not expected to use 80% of what's in an editing software removes almost all of the overwhelm that you feel. The scariest part of editing is getting started. Give yourself grace, go at your own pace. There are resources out there to help. By now you've seen that cameras, B-roll, and editing are a lot simpler than they look. But there's one more skill that most creators overlook, and it's the one that can quietly make or break every video that you send to a brand. This skill is invisible to the eye, but immediately recognizable once you experience it. Here are 2 clips filmed in the exact same location. See if you can figure out what's wrong. Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying the video. Have a great day. Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying the video. Have a great day. Audio can make or break your video. What's funny is that nobody notices good audio. Everybody notices bad audio, even if they can't really explain why. UGC is supposed to feel authentic, and people are listening, not just watching. Captions help, but they don't save bad audio. This is a skill you'll develop and fight through your entire career. Some things you can control, like shutting off the dryer or shutting off the ceiling fan. Sometimes your neighbor will want to mow their lawn while you're getting set up to film outside on your porch, like today. But it is just better to wait it out than film through the noise, and a brand's just going to want you to refilm it anyway if you send it like that. Out of all the skills, this is the one that requires the least technical know-how, but it's the easiest to enhance. First, upgrade your mic. Do not use the microphone that is inside your phone. Purchase what's called a shotgun microphone. It's around $30. You attach it to your tripod and plug it in directly to your phone. Second, be really good at controlling your environment. Shutting off the fan, stopping the dishwasher, taking the clock off the wall and putting it in the closet, silencing your watch. It sounds obvious until you're on your fifth take because the dog keeps barking at you. I may know something about that today as well. So if the tech isn't stopping you, what is? Let me introduce you to some people who were asking the very same question. You're not the first person coming to content creation and fearing the tech skills. Here are some of the students that I've helped. Veronica was a retired Florida real estate agent who stepped into retirement and wanted to fund her first love of travel. She started posting her travel experiences, and brands started reaching out to her. She purchased my course and learned how to make solid UGC videos. Now she's making thousands per month traveling around the US and doing something that she loves. Phil was a high school teacher who wanted extra income but didn't think he had the time to be a creator. He made his first UGC videos on the weekend. He took my course, made solid videos, opened up a profile on Fiverr, and started getting repeat deals from one client who found him there. Then there's Chris, a stay-at-home dad who was convinced he would never find the time to be a creator. He took my course, learned the system, and now makes videos during nap time. Recently, he made $5,000 in 1 month doing UGC. None of them had the tech skills before they started. They figured it out along the way. So what was the thing that they and you were actually struggling with? The opportunity and the access to the tech and equipment are there. But knowing that, you're still stuck and you just can't start. What's holding people over 40 back from becoming creators? Spoiler, it has nothing to do with the tech skills. Before starting UGC, I had a film degree and over 10 years of corporate video production experience. I had more skills than most, but I still couldn't start. It wasn't skills, it was belief. I didn't believe brands would want me. I didn't believe that this could actually provide income. The moment I made my example videos and put myself out there as a creator, that's the moment that the money started arriving. What you're avoiding is your belief that you can do this. Your ability to edit a video or film good B-roll has absolutely nothing to do with it. If you go in knowing this is something you want and are willing to dedicate the time and resources to it, you can accomplish this. The skills come after the decision, not before. And Phil, Chris, and Veronica learned those exact skills, starting from exactly where you are right now. If you want to learn those skills from somebody who's around your age and has built a solid creator business doing UGC, then check out my course, UGC Blueprint for Creators Over 40. It goes deep into all the core skills to begin creating. And it gives you the full system to build a full or part-time opportunity to make videos for brands. Link to that is in the description below. But knowing the tech skills isn't enough to be a successful older creator. There are real potholes and problems that can derail your journey early on. So watch this video next. It's everything I wish I knew before I started. Thanks for watching. Mahalo.